Peace Tribe. This is Chantel, and you're tuned in to Fit to Heal, a podcast dedicated to mental health and healing for the African American community. Sharing time and space with me today is Elijah and Nasir, joined by his
Hi.
brother Nasir.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How are you today?
Good.
Good. I'm so glad that you could come and have a little conversation with me. I hear you've been up to a lot of different projects. So I'm going to share a little bit about your background. Elijah has a business called Adventure Time Eli. His accomplishments include teaching at A-plus academics in the Virginia Zoo, as well as the Portsmouth Children's Museum. He's also written a book titled Adventure Time Eli, Slimy and Scary Adventures. That all sounds fun. Tell me about what led you to kind of get started with this business and combining education with adventure.
I'm not really sure, but I knew my parents helped me, my dad helped me, my family, my brother, um, and I think I just had a good friend together.
Okay. What's your favorite animal?
All of them.
Oh,
People.
okay.
Excuse me, I have a question. I thought you told me that your favorite one was a turtle. Oh, you sure? Yeah.
Well, we can change our minds. All animals, have their time and space. So I'm glad to hear that you were inspired just from your love of, adventure and animals. Tell me a little bit about your teaching role and what that looks like. How do you make learning fun for other students? Turtle, tell me more.
So, um, we had one time when we brought the turtle thing, the something, all that, and we had a quiz about it. So they had to like pay attention and watch the video and all that.
Mhm.
And it's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really enjoyed the turtles in there.
Okay. What did the students kind of tell you? What was the feedback? What did people like most about it?
That the turtles were there and that presented it in a way that was easy to understand.
Mm. Yeah, that easy to understand part is so important because there's a lot of subjects that we learn about in school and in life. And, sometimes it's tough to navigate what to do with all that information. What is it that you would like to see people do once they learn something about turtles, about animals? What do you see for them?
Um, I think they're on their own path, but they choose to take.
Mm, mm. Tell me about what are your thoughts, Naz?
So my thoughts about this is that half the time I don't really know, but like, can you watch something like why? He told me because he wants to clean the thing. I'm like, okay, well he gets the tank done, and people, and I'm like, he- he's just like, don't scratch it on it. And I'm like, what? What? You keep doing the same thing all the time. I'm like, you sure? That was no. I'm talking about Bowser before he had the scab on his head. Oh,
Okay, so it sounds like there are many different
yeah,
adventures that you guys have had
yeah.
together. What's
Some
it like working with your brother?
good, and sometimes it got a little rough. Cause one time, like what I was talking about, the when Bowser had a scab on his head, we were trying to figure out what happened. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just not gonna talk about the time where you saw Bowser in New York. Yeah, we're just not gonna talk.
Oh, okay. So,
My favorite part was when the kids got to
Mhm. What kind of questions did people have about the turtle?
it was like the kind of color was or brown was it,
Hmm.
and there was and I brought them in the little tank, the little carrier tank with the little plants and food and water. I was like, "Are you really learning?" I'm like, "No, that'll be basic." I'm like,
So it sounds like you did a lot of research to kind of know about your turtle and then just working with it and, spending time with it to be able to share with other students like, hey, this is
yeah,
four?
yes, what's that?
Oh, wow.
And I want to get one.
Okay. What are their names?
Bowser, Ginger, Basil, and
Okay.
excuse me.
Good.
Do you mind telling about yeah, I think I can tell you people and I mean we can yeah, but I'm not telling them yeah. We just always keep about I mean this is a people. Yeah. But for some reason to just cut.
Well, tell me about one of your favorite stories, Nasir.
Well my favorite story is the funniest. So one time I was just walking in. Normally, about Bowser, no, not Bowser. Normally, saw she me protesting. She just wants to watch the TV half the time. And when she goes in the water, and she's trying to go eat, and guess what happens? Godzilla's in the cage with her and kicks her in the face, and it steals the pellet from her mouth, and goes and he attempts to go in his house. And guess what happens?
What?
He goes ahead and she's two, and then he goes and he's like, "What just happened?"
No.
So he just looked at her, and then he just went in the house with the pellet that he stole from her, like half a pellet left that he had.
Wow.
I was like,
I see. Nice. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your business ventures. What is Adventure Time Eli all about?
alright, so this time Eli is about nothing children and people in general that I want to educate to learn about wildlife and endangered species conservation, and I do that through Instagram and the post Facebook.
Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds really exciting. Do you watch things like National Geographic or Discovery Channel? What's your favorite kind of content when you're learning about wildlife? YouTube.
Yeah, we use YouTube. Everything. Yeah, everything you need.
Okay.
Not all things. Not all things.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
Eli, do you want to tell them about what child was? What child was or Petwell? Both.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm all ears.
Petwell is Petwell and my friends. I don't know if it's going on business. We're not gonna go too deep into it. Last time we went there, they had an elephant festival. It was super cool, and they're gonna hold the Amazon seafood, which most people don't even touch. And the other time, no, and that same time, I actually got to the point where I like to have snakes. I got comfortable with snakes getting around my neck and being Dobby and from
Wow.
Harry Potter,
Mm-hmm.
right? No, because sometimes they would be pushing on me. I'm like, it's and then they were like, no, because I wouldn't panic because most people like, and then they just get squeezed because they think it's something wrong. But instead, just keep calm, and they're gonna let go.
Yeah, I think that's good advice
Yeah,
for dealing with animals
yeah,
in general.
cause they like me. They one time Dobby was like he was just chilling in my coat because it was dark and warm. I was sweating. He was just chilling right there. I just sat down on the bed. He was right here on my arm. His like half some of his body's right here in my arm, so I was like, and I had my hat right there. So that was
Fun.
Scaly Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about Scaly Saturday.
So Scaly Saturday is kind of like an event or convention where people come together to show their reptiles off and to make fun.
Okay. That sounds fun. Is it every Saturday?
It's every Saturday, first Saturday of the month.
Okay. Cool, cool. That sounds really exciting. What would you say to other people who, like animals but maybe are afraid of animals or don't know much about animals? How can they kind of get started? What kind of adventures can they create for themselves?
I would just say the song see what reptiles and species have reptiles. I would recommend Pet World because they easy to release, but they don't just like sell a big thing.
Mm, okay. What about you?
I actually like it because you get a chance to go figure out what you like in the store because they give you options to look from. Because on Skinny Saturdays, yeah, normally it was a bunch of but that time it was snakes. But there was this other dude that had I forgot. Yeah, and his name was Onyx. Yeah, yeah. I asked him if it was a Pokemon, what type, what it is. He said Dragon Iron.
Mm.
And I'm like, if his name is Onyx, I feel like you would have been more like a rock type Pokemon person. Onyx is iron. No, there's another one that is iron. Oh, no, that's his evolving. Yeah, I think so. No, I think there's the female one that is iron. I don't know. I think the regular Onyx is a dark. No, not a dark. I think it's a yeah, stone type. Yeah, we're getting off. Yeah, we're going off hand.
That's okay. I know you've got a lot of different interests, and it sounds like you've played and explored a lot of different animals. So, do your other friends like animals as much as you guys? How do you kind of bridge that gap between you and other students?
So, one of my friends, Jara Clark, has a giant African swordfish.
Oh.
And the touring spot that we go to, they was like, "You gotta bring animals." I'm like, how is he gonna bring paint? A really like really good person.
Hmm.
How's he gonna work? Where's the
Yeah, that might have been more for the hamster type of pet, not so much the
mean,
large turtle.
my turtle is like,
Hmm.
um,
So, what are you looking forward to next? It sounds like you're teaching, you're learning, you're sharing.
excuse me.
What's going on next? Sure.
I feel like we're gonna go on a journey through the creek with Charles again because one time we went past this part where there's like this yeah, there's this like shopping cart just on the way and they got a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, then but when we used to go to the creek, like before the water turned black. Yeah, and then but then it got clear, but now it's orange or yellowish. That's the yeah.
So you're gonna
I
go with Charles again to explore the creek?
hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. They see a lot of snapping turtles. Yeah, and I asked him. I was by myself. Excuse me.
Wow.
And I asked Eli, what's it called? The minerals was that or farm? And it was like, no, it's not. And I was like, okay. I think it was like since it was raining a lot lately,
Hmm.
they kind of like washed it out and wrote it.
Mm.
Yeah. At the same time, they was making this bridgeway, so because there was like this little bridgeway that you could just cross these cars and stuff. If you go under it, there's more of the creek, but you don't like, yeah, not really. The only time in front of it is like a bunch of snails. Yeah. The only the only time we'll only go there is with mom.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, I saw a raccoon and we saw a muskrat at night. And it just went in the water, so we don't really go in there at night. But if we have flashlights or something that has a bunch of light, I wouldn't even go in there. I'm not gonna go in there.
I'm with you, Eli.
I mean, I like saboteurs. I want to. No, but you have what's it called again? You have those the muskrat. No, the thing that you can do weapons. Yeah, you have the ones, and I'm. They can still might do that. Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's not the rubber part. But Eli, if you have like a giant light, you will be able to see them. So I feel like they would stay inside from the light spaces, and most animals would be able to see the light. And if they came out, they wouldn't have been able to see them clearly. And they're like, okay, you can go ahead and stay here because we can see that there's a predator. So
Yeah, I think, there's daytime activity
yeah,
adventures and there's nighttime, but you always want to make sure you have the proper equipment. That's what I'm hearing from you is anytime you're interacting with animals, you might want to have, a flashlight if you're outside, or maybe there's, certain equipment you put on your arm when you're dealing with a bird, things like that.
If we trying to get like, if we just trying to stay with a bird, I got things. Because one time I came downstairs and like yesterday, I came down the stairs because of my leg. I just wanted to sit down, and the dude was like, he was had his head out. Yeah, with and then you have to move your arm. You have to move your thumb. They still motion. He said, so then just stay still. Don't move your arm and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Keep it like if you want to, you can do it like this, but you gotta keep your body. So have some food in your hand and just do this.
How important is it to follow instructions when you're dealing with animals versus
very, very, very.
Well, tell me more.
It depends on animal. Yeah, okay. Because if it's like a turtle, you should follow. Yeah. Or you will get this. Because one time I was cleaning my little tank is a muck turtle, and he bit. And I was just in the room too. And he was like, nah, you love. I'm like, yeah, sit here and wait. No, and then one time, he let go. And one thing was, if you have a turtle, do not do this. Do not do this, like, do not move your hand as a worm, or they're gonna think it's a worm and they're gonna try to bite it.
Yeah.
Because this part, you see this? That looks like the round part that circulates right here, or the tip.
So safety is very important on any adventure and with any animal. So following instructions sounds really good. That's the way to do it. Well, I heard you guys are also very interested in dinosaurs and podcasting. Tell me about your adventures with dinosaurs.
First, I want to shout out to Dinosaur. Yeah, we love Dinosaur George. We love Dinosaur. Because that's the one we watch. We're not really watch. We listen all the time.
Okay.
He thought his favorite dinosaur is Allosaurus, if you want to know. And we're working on a dinosaur island now.
Oh.
I want to do like a stop motion movie about dinosaurs.
Okay, tell me about it. Where are you in the process?
We're in the planning process to see how we want it to look, and if you want like a savannah or a jungle or like a swamp. I want to do like a mashup.
Okay. Wow. So what kind of technical skills do you need to create that?
A lot of stuff.
Okay.
Because I know kind of 5
Okay, so you guys are going to set up your own kind of set?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, what's that? You know, I don't know that I have a favorite dinosaur. I would say maybe, well, I remember watching this movie called The Land Before Time.
Oh, that's a good one. Are you wait? Let me. They came out with a new like cartoon.
Oh, did they?
Triceratops or Percival?
And that's what I was gonna say. Triceratops is Sarah, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the one of Ducky? You know that?
Yeah,
that one. Does it get bigger or does it stay that
it's
size?
gonna get bigger. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then the Triceratops get real big, long necks get giant. Sharp teeth, bro, it's gonna be real big. Yeah, he's gonna be giant. My favorite dinosaur is it's a dinosaur called
Gorgosaurus.
Yeah, and it's gonna be funny when you just look at the scene of a bunch of giant dinosaurs just playing with each other, and you see this tiny Percival.
Yeah,
it's gonna be funny.
So you'll have a set. You'll kind of write a story, like a script, and kind of act it out.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
Because here's one thing I used to have book created with my teacher, Miss Enfield. Shout out to her, I like her. And she had it. So I had these books, and this book was called Dinosaur Sicknesses, and it's like possible things that you don't want to put dinosaurs certain places and stuff. How you can like help them because they could get sick in some ways, and how you can help them. Yeah, and I did research on it, and so the people, and I used Bumpy's mom as a like. So I'm like, if you wanted to keep her safe in a certain amount of, like, if you want to keep her safe, you want to keep her safe, like, by cleaning her off and making sure she's okay. Don't put anything that could hurt her. Possibly clean it, give her water and food to stay healthy. Do some checkups on her every once in a while. And if you see her like weakness thing and you're doing everything good, you might want to take her to the doctor.
No, okay. Well, it's important to take care of things and people that you love.
Yeah. So, but there's another one called dinosaurs and more dinosaurs, and we just went over dinosaurs and how they could be aggressive, and we did ones where would fight, and I told you how they could win, and because one time it was T-Rex against Spinosaurus, there was 2 pages for that. There's two ways that they could both win. The first one is where Spinosaurus could go in the water, and the T-Rex can swim, so it can come underwater to fight it. But then when it goes up for the air, that's when the Spinosaurus grabs it by the leg and pulls it down until it drowns.
Well, it sounds like you guys really know your animals and definitely your dinosaurs.
Yeah,
So
my
I'm
brother.
looking forward to seeing more about what your projects are going to look like and how you can continue to just share your love of the animals in the community.
Excuse me.
Sure.
And I'm like, Eli, Spinosaurus will win. And my brother will be like, no. And I'm like, in the Jurassic Park movie, it cracks its neck.
Whoa.
And I'm like, the Spinosaurus cracks the T-Rex's neck, and you saying it's stronger. And Alexa over here thinking that she's smart. She's saying that the T-Rex will win. And I'm like,
Because
yeah.
now that we know modern science, that we know it looks more like a crocodile, either on two legs and short arms, or four legs and short arms.
And Eli, you would be like, it's strong. And I'm like, how? Because my brother can switch on different sides. Because one time he used to like Indominus, and I saying he doesn't like Indominus. But now he's saying he likes. But then he went to saying he likes Spinosaurus. It's the strongest thing ever. It could beat T-Rex. And then he goes to T-Rex now, and he's saying T-Rex could be anything. I'm like,
Well, that's the beauty of life and
yeah.
adventures. You can change your mind. You might find new information or have a different experience and say, hey, I want to explore this. And I think that's probably a big part of what you would see as an adventure and what you're creating in your business and beyond. So, lastly, I know you both are working on some books. Tell me a little bit about that and who you want to impact with those books.
So this is my book. Slimy Scary. That's it.
Slimy and Scaly Adventures.
It's not scary.
I'm excited to read.
Sure, I'd love to take a look. Tell me about it.
And then especially about all my reptiles and amphibians that I either have now and the past.
Okay, so are you documenting animals that you've worked with and your personal pets and kind of telling about them?
In the first couple of pages of dedication, and then me up there, and then after that it's about.
This is so cool.
And
Great job.
my favorite. Excuse me. So I feel like the first turtle Eli got was Bowser. So we know. Yeah, and what was the? Wait, let me guess. Strawberry Happy Fish was the first animal you've ever got.
What?
And you killed it.
Okay.
And then I think you got two. No, and then after that, I think you got Bowser, or did you get the Toad?
I had told, but because I was playing in my friend's house, and then we were in the backyard, and I was like, "What's this thing?" And then the thing was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've heard about Eli's book. What are you working on?
I'm working on this book called Nasir's Gamer Idea.
Oh, okay.
Or Nasir's Game Idea.
Okay.
So
what's it about?
So it's mostly about the characters. I do sometimes I do who would win in the fight, and sometimes I would be drawing characters in the background. Sometimes there would be flowers with faces, sometimes there would be trees, and then at the end I'll be like writing. Mostly I'll be doing stories, and then I'll be like making fight background, and then I'll be writing what's happening, and then until you get to the end. So I'm drawing the characters, so you know what the characters are. You know the names. You know what what their personality is.
Mm-hmm.
And half the time, I'm still trying to figure out because of their personalities and their moods, because they have, plus, like, if you are a hedgehog like Sonic, I have a funny question. Your personality would be lightning moves and fire moves, because he's my first plushie. I gave him all the moves that I have. Not all of them, but yeah.
The first one was the white teeth.
No. Oh yeah. And then I go.
Okay, so it sounds like you've got your hands full with quite a bit for your project
Yeah.
too, and I'm really excited to continue to see what you guys put together.
And after you have that, you have like there's an animal inside you after you have your powers and everything. That's like it gives you a whole update on your powers. It's like if you activated that mode, you know, it's like if you had that, if you added dragon mode, you can combine that. So like Void Dragon Sonic, bam, strong. Cause Void mode is like one of the dragon's powers,
Oh, okay.
right? And Stu is a ref. So shout out. And Stu is a figurine of mine. And this dude is strong. You can know about this. Yeah, I know. And so I would give him so there's these modes and focus mode, fire mode where if you're using like a certain type of power it would change the fire color and stuff.
Well, don't give away all your secrets. You want to make sure the people that read the book,
Yeah.
have something to look forward
Yeah.
to. So,
Look
I
forward to
can
it.
see that you're really excited about it, and I want to see that, you
Yeah.
see that through. I'm really excited for
Right.
you to just pour into it and share as much as you want.
Okay, and
hmm So, as we get ready to close up today, where can the people find you? Are you on any social medias, or do you have any websites? Where can we stay connected with Adventure Time Eli and with
so
So
first
you can find me on Instagram at Adventure Time Eli.
Facebook,
Adventure Time Eli?
On Instagram and Facebook, right?
Great.
And then Instagram and Facebook is
Big Little Bro Nas, and there's another thing that you can come see me on. I do book creator. I can make my own books, and I have one book published because I'm doing some other ones, but I'm still working on that published book.
Okay.
That's called Cop Top Part 3. I know that's complicated to say, the tongue twister. I've been saying it for about 2 years or 3 years now.
Well, you've nailed it, and that's really exciting. It sounds like you boys have been up to some great work. So continue to inspire each other, work together, and share, all that you learn with your peers, because learning really is an adventure and it never ends. You can always find something new to learn about, whether that's, animals, dinosaurs, and your extended passions as you get older. So thank you for joining us on another episode of Fit to Heal. Today we talked about all the fun adventures with our guests Eli and Nas on the Adventure Time Eli project, some books, some teaching. These guys are so busy. They're taking care of business and getting so many opportunities to develop themselves. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to learn more, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more inspiring conversations. Remember that every learning adventure brings us one step closer to healing. Stay fit, stay well, and keep healing.